Gonna sound interesting. Alright. Whenever you guys are ready. Okay.
Very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 4:15. My name is Stevenson. It is an absolute pleasure to be here at Mona, and I'm glad to see you all here. Just a quick survey for my sake. Who's like first timers? Who's Mona first timers? Lots of you, great.
Second time or first one?
So you've got no idea what's going on. You haven't had any idea all day. You've been reading the thing and you still don't know what's going on. It's all right. So 4 p.m. It's been running for a while now at Mona. I thought it would be like, look at how clever I'll be when I'm writing all this stuff. I'm the next household name composer. Turns out I was a dickhead, and that's not what I was here for at all. Because I realised that when I was describing people what we're about to do, which I'll explain, it's new music every day. So this morning, this page was blank, there was no notes on it, and I've spent all day writing music, and that's what I do every day when I'm here. The page is blank, I write music, and then here they are, yet to play the piece that I wrote. I haven't played it yet, because I only finished writing it shortly before they arrived. So that my pitch was, I'll come in here and I'll do this. And when I told people, I'm doing this thing at Mona, what I'm going to be doing is, every day the museum is open, I'll be here doing this thing. And I genuinely thought that people would go, good on you, mate, it's nice to hear the musician's got a job. Well done. I genuinely believe that. But then when I said, that's not what happened. So I described what I was doing every day, new piece of music. And most people, instead of that response, they went, fuck off. And it's this incredulity in their faces. I spent me months trying to figure out why. And eventually I got an inkling. It's because driving a bus or flipping burgers or doing something, even doing spreadsheets and stuff, you can do that until the cows come home, until all the coffee runs out. But there's something about creativity, something about creating something from nothing every day that is overwhelming to so many people. So overwhelming. I think when you put that first, let's say you're a poet, you write your first line, sketch artist, you do your first little shape, painter, whatever your medium is, you do the first thing on the page and straight away you're already deeply overwhelmed because your whole past has rushed up. Your history has just smacked you in your courage and gone, well, that's a bit shit, isn't it? That's not a very good line you just wrote there. Like, try harder, you did better than that 10 years ago. Or something to that effect. And so we just stop. And we do it now. We see kids do it, and we encourage our children, and yet we do it as adults as well. So I thought I'd talk about that and put myself kind of to the test and just come up with something from nothing every day. And today celebrates 430 days that I've been doing that. Thank you. So, let's hear what today's piece is like. Hey! All right, so a feature today. Now, this is a slightly unstandard string quartet. Normally, it's 2 violins, violin, viola, cello. That's a standard string quartet, has been for a long, long time. But today we have 1 violin and 2 viola and 1 cello. So today is a viola feature. There we go. Now the difference between a viola, if you hold that up and hold the violin next to it, you can see it's just bigger.
And lower.
It's just bigger and longer. There you go. So we've got 2 violas. Now viola is a very interesting texture in the quartet. It's kind of like that middle dark voice that connects the depth of the cello to the what can be the high and the shrill of the violin. But now with 2 violas, I've never written for this combo before. Shit, let's have a go. So we're going to have a little rehearsal. Stop and start. You'll listen to us put it together and stay with us while we do it, because once we get to the end of it, then we'll play it all the way through. On that screen, you'll see the score whiz by. If you can't see the score, you can have a look at a paper copy here, but don't take that home. I will need that back. Okay, here we go. Day 430. Hello. Oh, please welcome the quartet of Caleb, Fran, Will, Alex. To begin, I know there's some things that I write. Whenever I write like an adagio or andante, you get here and you look at it and you go, look at the tempo and go, oh, it's an adagio. Cheer the fuck up, Stevenson. You've gone all bloody melancholy on us again. Anyway, nice and like low, heavy, big vibrato, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy down low, and we hear that melody. 3. Hold there. Oh, okay. All right, it's pretty. It's a pretty one today. Well, you know, pretty, but also a bit sort of Jane Austen-y sad. So it's a bit all the things. Okay, so the beginning. So there's a few melodies I had, and what I could do if I was brave enough, and I've done this before to great success, but I'm not going to do it. Or maybe I will. No shit, fuck it. I'm going to do it because I've got to put my money where my mouth is. All right. This is me in the car this morning.
I can't remember.
That's just me just going, watching the traffic and everything. So that's just me coming up with some swoony melodies. And then I come in here, so I didn't come in thinking of Jane Austen. I wasn't sad, particularly, but it's just a matter of finding something that works, and then away we go. So there's a few little melodies, and what we've just heard, I think, up to C is just setting up, and we're about to hear melody proper. Do you want to hear play any of that again?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
Go on.
I would like to hear it again.
From the beginning?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, from the beginning. Why not? Actually, no. Let's play from A, please. All right. Viola. Sweep up cello. To nothing there. Here is the melody I thought of this morning. Big Godfather, isn't it? Letter D. Hold there, so that bar before E, or the two bars before E, you kind of like, I think the two before E, you kind of get to the end of your phrase, and then the bar before E, you sort of like just lift it up a bit because you're playing the same phrase but getting it started for E, so push in. Yeah, and come away really super duper quiet before E, before everyone comes in. If you have any questions, we do Q&A. We do that, so think of questions. Come back. Okay, all good with that? That was lovely. So it's a lovely duo. Let's do from D. Letter D.
D?
Yes, please. And then everyone comes in, fills it up. Letter A. Hold there. So what's about to happen, we're now going to have chords and the cello for a minute. He's going to have the melody for a few bars, and then going to hand it over to well, your first violin, I suppose, aren't you? Because you're the only violin today. Sorry, yeah. Questions, anyone? Curious? Problems? Problems? Suggestions? Do you think it might be? Do you think it's a bit slow? Should it go move a bit faster? Do you think? No? It's nice.
No, I think it's too slow.
Good.
I don't play
Good. I've got to fit the tempo to find that tempo that makes you all cry. That's what I'm looking for.
It should be much slower.
That Mona. It was great.
At the end of every bar.
Okay. Good. Let's go from that F, please. E. Very watercolory here, so really sort of soft and see-through. Let the cello through, yeah. From letter G. Take a violin. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Oh, good idea. Oh, yeah. Jazz hands. Oh, finally an E major chord. I think, fuck for that. That's really happy and nice. So what do you call that? Just tremolo tast? What do you call it?
Yeah, tasto tremolo.
Tasto tremolo.
For the opening as well.
Yeah, okay.
For how long?
At the beginning. Ooh,
Like
beginning.
4 bars?
I wrote jazz hand.
Yeah, first 4 bars. First 4 bars at the start. Okay, now we've got our E major chord. Finally we find there's a happy moment. Thank God for that. Stevenson, cheer up. Okay. Questions, anyone? Any problems?
My part is like 4 bars, so yeah.
No? If we're saying it like Italian terms or French terms that you don't understand, I don't understand them either, but I'll try and make up a plausible answer. All right, from Jay. All good? Yeah. Great. Nice and smooth over the top. Maybe a little bit quicker here. It's the same melody, but with a major feel underneath. It's amazing. How kind of folky it suddenly gets. But it gets minor and sad again because I can't stand his happiness. Caleb, Fran, Will, Alex. Okay. Right. You're right. Schindler's List. Oh, God. That's a bit much. Okay, so now we're going to play it all the way through. Now we know what it's like. So now, if I wrote these every day, then maybe you could call someone. But actually, writing. Yesterday was quite kind of fun. You guys were here yesterday, and it was a little democracy sausage waltz. It was kind of fun. So I think there's about a 10% of what happens, and what I do, and probably what you do too. I'm going to guess, but I'm reckon there's a 10% of the stuff we make that we go, fucking yeah. And then we make an album. Downloads. You can buy albums, or you get it framed to put it on your wall. Your 10%'s awesome, and the rest of the stuff, not so good. But it was just the fodder you needed to do to get your 10%. I've been doing this for a long time, but I don't think it's still any better than 10%. Because I do more doesn't mean that everything I do is a diamond. That's not the way it works. Most of the stuff I do is still crap. That doesn't change for professional artists or anything. You just get paid more if you're professional, that's it. So don't be afraid if the first thing you put on the page isn't what you thought it would be. Just put the second thing and the third thing and the 100th thing and the 200th thing and the 300th thing, and all of a sudden, wow, you have to show up. That's all you got to do. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, all right.
You want me here?
I don't think we need to. Just
No, it's good when they eject me, it's great.
We'll stick within about a beat of you.
We stick within about, okay, cool. I'm going to sit over here.
Same page.
Let me know if you have a name or a title as a question. You have a name, no? Who's Lament? This is far too good for that. Sorry, mate. This is... Yeah. Wow. Okay. Here is day 400 and what? 430. Wow. Caleb, Fran, Will, Alex. Here we go. Okay. Right, there it is. That's day 430 at 4 p.m. Thank you so much. You got any to run it one more time? Yeah? You got it? Yeah? Yeah, let's run it one more time. Thank you. If you want to come and have a chat, because that 10% I was talking about before, you know, we do think there's some good stuff, and we'll have a drink maybe tonight, because, you know, we'll go, like, we're pretty good. Yeah, woo! Well, they are. And, you know, so we make recordings. As I said, this is a thing of downloads, if you're into downloads. 3 volumes, 3 albums, or if you're into CDs, there's three albums of kind of our best of, if you like. Hello? Possible title, yes.
Keep getting them just like, wow, there are so many good.
Ode to the blank page of possibility. Ode to the blank page of possibility. Thank you. Thank you. There's a bunch of merch. There's a book. There's 150 straight days of diary here as well, which I've written in this book. It's called 4 p.m. 151st Drafts. All the days that I sat here and wrote things. There's a QR code in there for all the live music. You can see we have microphones. But I thought of another merch thing today. A T-shirt. Maybe a T-shirt with 4 p.m. Strive to be shit. I reckon that's a great claim. Just strive to be worse. Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to encourage people to do. Okay, here is day 430. Maybe lift the tempo up just a touch this time, okay. So we don't get quite so
dirgy.
Yeah, it's so dirgy. I mean, they've cried already, I think, so.
Okay.
Here we go.
You can do it faster. I'll still be dirgy.
Thank you so much. Caleb, Fran, Will, Alex. Thank you. My name is Dean. Come and have a chat about the recordings or the book. Have a lovely week. Thank you. Bye-bye.